Welcome to Bridging the Pedagogical Gap, a look in art project. Hi, my name's Lou and I'm a Scottish neurodivergent teaching artist. I'm looking forward to sharing how bridging has developed over the past 2 years. It all started with a question: how do we see and understand the worth of our work? I know myself as a teaching artist that I don't take enough time to think and reflect on my work. I also sometimes not given enough time with the projects I do to do this. So working with people, working for people, learning new skills, adding materials is all really important, but the time taken to reflect was something that I wanted to do. Learning theories, pedagogy is something I've been interested in, but have struggled to engage with. For me, as a dyslexic neurodivergent artist, I find being taught by others the most practical way to gain the skills, knowledge and understanding. Bridging the Pedagogical Gap was formed with the intent of being a series of events for teaching artists to be better able to demonstrate the value of their work through linking it to pedagogy, or, in other words, linking it to teaching theory. Creating a model that can be used by anyone. This project stemmed out of my own other freelance educator's experience of pedagogical theory sometimes being used as a language that is an obstacle. So how do we change the dynamic? By allowing teaching artists the time to reflect in their own way on their practice and find ways to engage with pedagogy. Giving the possibility to bring research and practical elements together. Making sure that it is not an elitist or hierarchical element to this. Again, funding through Engage and Random Arts Giving. Each artist receives 8 hours of funded time. This is paid at Scottish Artists Union rate depending on their experience, and they are allowed to see how that 8 hours works for them. It might only be one day, it might be 8 hours of single research, it might be 2 half days. It's entirely up to them to find the way that works for them. It gives them the possibility to bring the research and the practical elements of their practice together and engage with pedagogy in a way that works for them. They then share this practice with others, therefore having a ripple effect and allowing pedagogy and learning theory to become something that is powerful for us.
I'm Heather Lucchese from Lightbulb Arts, and I spend much of my time leading art workshops around the idea of the health and well-being benefits of taking part in visual art activities. I work in schools and communities, and there isn't really much time usually for reflection. This was what was refreshing about being invited to consider the pedagogies around creativity and how they might be relevant to my practice right now. It's the part of being a visual artist and a teaching artist that often is undervalued, the thought behind the scenes. And this was such a great opportunity to put some time into that and to have that process valued. It made me realise that pedagogy is actually alive and not just a theory that you learn and then set aside. Presenting these ideas, even in an informal way to a group at the end, was also such a good way of clarifying what you had discovered and what you wanted to share. It's been a very valuable experience, and it has changed the way that I do think about my workshops and my practice.
Hi, I'm Sam Rutherford. I'm a digital artist and a teaching artist with over 20 years of experience working in gallery settings and with community groups. This project has been a great opportunity for me to reflect on my practice, link what I do with theory in a way that works for me.
Going forward, we successfully gained funding for 2022 from Random Arts Giving to work with the design company Easter Direction to create a long-term sharing model of an online accessible research scene. I look forward to inviting you to join us for the research scene and also the 2022 lectures with new artists.